I'm Kelly Quirk. I'm the director of Friends of the Urban Forest. I'm thrilled to be here this morning, and I'm delighted to see all of you here today. You know, 25 years ago in 1981, down I think at 24th and Sanchez, on Arbor Day in March of that year, was the very first Friends of the Urban Forest tree planting right here in Noe Valley. 40,000 trees ago. So we're celebrating that 25th anniversary this year. Actually, we have a big party to celebrate it next Saturday down at the Presidio, and then we'll have other celebrations during the course of the year. But to see you all here today really reminds me what the organization is about. I mean, we're not just about sticking trees in the ground, we're about building community, just like you're doing here today. We're about bringing neighborhoods together to take a positive step, even a real simple step, in making the world a better place. On my way here this morning, I just turned the radio on, and you guys, any of you know Peter Gabriel's 1980 song, Biko? About Stephen Biko, the anti-apartheid freedom fighter in South Africa. So it was just on when I turned it on, which always gets me choked up. And thinking about coming here, you know, you might not see that much of a relationship, and we're probably not going to end apartheid here today, or any other really bad thing that's going on in the world, but what's happening is that when people come together for these neighborhood plantings, they take a simple step beyond just writing a check to an organization, let's say, which we will accept, to really take an action, to make the world a better place, to do something together with their neighbors, to really get out of whatever cocoon people may oftentimes feel. And that's what we at Friends of the Urban Forest love to feel like we can deliver to the public here in San Francisco, a way that you can actually act. And I know that there's a lot of people here today who have been waiting a long time to be involved in this planting. I know Julian and Miriam have been waiting practically a year, so thanks for your patience. But this is why you've been waiting. So you're not just going out and cutting the concrete and putting a tree all by yourself in the ground. You have this community of your neighbors that you can participate with. And who knows what might happen as a result of everybody coming together here today. A dear friend of the organization, a guy named Tomas Ramirez, who was on the, he's the co-chair of the board of directors of the Mission Cultural Center for Latino Arts, wrote us an op-ed in the Chronicle last year, and he's in that talking about the community spirit that had taken place in his planting down in 26th and Cap a couple of years ago, said much more than trees took root in our community that day. So thanks for being here, for participating in that way. Very moving to me to see everyone here and for you to become part of the legacy of all the trees that have been planted in San Francisco. Really quickly, moving on, I want to say something about Second Life and Linden Lab. What's happening here today, there's an online game called Second Life. Some of you may know about it. It has hundreds of thousands of users, and I think it's getting something like 20 billion new users every second, or something like that. In Second Life, you can go in and create your own identity and live in the world in that identity and be whoever you want to be. And one of the things you can now do in Second Life, thanks to Linden Lab and the guys from Chaos Pilots, who I'll introduce in a second, is you can actually plant a virtual tree and make a donation to Friends of the Urban Forest to plant a real tree here in San Francisco. And we're planting that very first real tree from Second Life and Linden Lab right here today. I call it the Eve tree. So Jessica's from Linden Lab right here is one of the developers of Second Life. And Mons with the red hair and the camera right here, and Jorg and Marcus, you guys raise your hand again. These are the Chaos Pilots. These are the Scandinavian people that Maria was talking about. So they came here from Denmark, from a graduate school working on, that's the most cutting edge business and sustainability graduate school in the world. And they said, we've got the gaming industry making trillions of dollars a year with absolutely no socio-economic political clout or action in the real world. And we've got Friends of the Urban Forest over here that's planting trees. Let's see if we can get Linden Lab and Second Life together with Friends of the Urban Forest so we can make a difference using the resources and the technology of the virtual world to make a difference in the real world. It's kind of, you know, it's a brilliant idea that these three had, and we're practicing it for the very first time here today. So thanks again for that.
Thank you.
And go to Second Life, you can see what they put together. The coolest thing about Second Life, after that you can plant a tree virtually and in the real world and make a donation to FUF, which is of course the most important thing, is that your avatar, your being, can fly. I saw the demo yesterday, and that was very cool. So thanks again for coming. I think Anu's going to say a few words. I can turn the ladder over to you.
No problem.
Anu is a member of the board of directors of Friends of the Urban Forest. So thanks again.
Thank you again for coming out. I can't top Kelly. He's a great, elegant speaker.